What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at Shadow Kanto Ninetales team. So here we have Shadow Kanto Ninetales on the lead, Swampert on the switch and Galvantula in the back. So this team is basically yesterday or a day before yesterday I was seeing a lot of grass types on the lead, so I decided to use a fire type, and I thought that I didn't use my Ninetales after I powered it up for Great League, so I decided to use it. So here Ninetales is a grass counter for my team. Ninetales is weak to ground types and rock types, so Swampert deals with them pretty easily. Ninetales is also weak to water types, so I have Galvantula in the back to take on those water types, because Swampert can't. Swampert is neutral against waters, but Galv is really good. So you can also use Venusaur instead of Galvantula in this team, and this team will work fine. So let's get into the battles, starting off with the first battle where we have Shadow Kanto Ninetales versus Walrein. So this is a neutral lead for us. Here Icicle Spear and Powder Snow damage is going to be resisted by Ninetales fire typing, and Fire Spin and Weather Walls are doing neutral damage. So this is looking good for me. I will throw Weather Wall here and it does a lot of damage. So here from this point I could have farmed down this Walrein. I will shield this move here expecting Earthquake, and I correctly shielded the Earthquake. Nice shield by me, and opponent decided to switch into Swampert. So I will try to get a shield here because my team is not that good against Swampert. It can hang on because Overheat does a lot, as you just saw, and Hydro Cannon does a lot as well, as you just saw. The damage on my Swampert, and lunges do neutral. One lunge do almost 45 to 50% damage. So teamwork can beat Swampert. So here opponent decided to no shield their Swampert, and opponent's last Pokemon is Victreebel. So Galv and Ninetales are a good answer to this Pokemon. I will throw Weather Wall here just to get a shield, because then where will opponent use his last shield? Because use his two shields, because Walrein is pretty low and it is energy dry as well. So now Galvantula can clean up this matchup easily, as Walrein is energy dry. I will shield this move here because Walrein is energy dry. I'm saying it a lot. So GG's to the opponent. Nice battle, and let's get into the next battle where we have Ninetales versus Abomasnow. So this is a good lead for us. So opponent decided to switch into Azumarill. I will switch into my Galvantula. So this is looking a decent matchup for me. I will throw Discharge right away as it does a lot of damage, and after that I'll try to farm down this Azumarill. I will shield this first move because then my Galvantula will be low, and here comes another move. So I will no shield here. I'm expecting that my Galvantula can survive an ice beam, and it does. So this is really good for me, as I have this lunge damage to threaten Abomasnow with a shield, or it will do a lot of damage as it does. And now I tried to get to another lunge, but I couldn't get to it. So I will come in with my Ninetales, and opponent answered my Ninetales with a Swampert. So Swampert is tough. So here I decided to come in with Swampert right away because this is a different scenario from the lead. So here I'm trying to get both shields out of opponent. I will no shield this move and save this one shield for my Ninetales, as I'm thinking that after getting two shields from Swampert, I'll try to throw Overheat on this Swampert and then beat that Abomasnow with my Ninetales in the end. So here comes the Hydro Cannon. I no shielded it. I have to shield this move because this move will KO my Ninetales, and I'll get some extra energy just so that I can get to move, so that I can get to a move against this Abomasnow on time, and we CMP died. So this is looking a decent thing. If I survive this move, then I can throw this weather ball to KO this Walrein. So Ninetales resists both weather ball, ice, and energy ball. So Ninetales was able to survive that move, and GG's to the opponent. Next battle we have Ninetales versus Greedent. So this is a pretty neutral matchup. So here Greedent can spam body slams pretty quickly, as fire spin does not gain energy as fast as bullet seed. So here I'm throwing weather ball, because if Greedent for some reason decides to throw shield overheat, then that matchup will turn out, will just be very bad for me in that matchup. If Greedent decides to shield my overheat. So I'm throwing weather balls, and weather balls are doing a decent damage as well, and my fire spin damage is also adding up. So I will not shield this move after shielding one move, because I knew that I can survive one body slam. I was hoping that Greedent will throw a body slam and not a crunch, because I was not sure about crunch damage, if I can survive it or not. I decided to let my Ninetales go, because I don't want to switch into my Galvantula so that Pelipper can switch out. This is looking a good matchup for my Galvantula. I no shielded first weather ball because I wanted to save shields. Here opponent decided to switch into Noctowl, and I was a bit late on the switch, so I decided to throw this discharge to take opponent's last shield. At this point, Swampert is really weak against Pelipper, so I just need it in this matchup. I will throw these two Hydro Cannons, expecting that these two Hydro Cannons can kill this Noctowl. I will throw another Hydro Cannon. I am also hoping that this Chaos and Noctowl goes down. I'm trying to get to another Hydro Cannon, as it will put this Pelipper into Volt Switch range. So this Hydro Cannon does a lot of damage, and now Pelipper is in Volt Switch range, and one Volt Switch kills the Pelipper. So GG's to the opponent. Let's get into the next battle, where we have Kanto Ninetales versus Galvantula. So this is a good lead for me. So opponent decided to switch into Vigoroth. I am staying here to just do the same thing. I will charge up to an overheat, and I have to shield here because I don't want my Ninetales to get low on health, and I'll throw weather ball. Throwing weather ball, expecting, as opponents switched into this matchup, I'm expecting that Vigoroth will shield this move. I'll throw another weather ball. This will put this Vigoroth very low, and Vigoroth decided to use both of his shields. So this is looking a decent matchup for me, as I can no shield this body slam, because I know that Swampert can survive one body slam, and it was a CMP tie as well. Vigoroth is in a Hydro Cannon range, so this Hydro Cannon will KO this Vigoroth, and opponent is coming in with a Galvantula, as he knows that at this point Galvantula has no play against Ninetales, and Swampert is bad for it as well. So he's just he's just soaking energy on his Galvantula. So here I will no shield this move, as I can come in with my Kanto Ninetales and farm this Galvantula down. So opponent decided to switch into Azumarill, and with one shield up, my Galvantula can win against this Azumarill. As you have seen a lot of Galvantula versus Azumarill matches earlier, I can shield this move safely, and I will farm it down because I can survive a move, and I will throw a lunge on that Galvantula. So here if I can survive this move, then I can win this matchup. I was not sure because my health range was more low than previous matches. Then I throw this lunge on Galvantula, and this is a GG to the opponent. Let's get into the next battle where we have Kanto Ninetales versus Lickitung. So this is a neutral matchup as well, just like the Greedent matchup, but Lickitung takes uh, a bit more time than Greedent to get to its body slam. So this is more good for me than Greedent matchup. So I am throwing Weather Ball here, just doing the same thing, and I should have thrown Overheat here because normally, as you see, Lickitung didn't shielded that move, expecting that because they know that they can survive an Overheat. And here I'm in a rough situation as I shielded that move, and Lickitung and opponent hasn't used any shields, but I can at this point I could have farmed down Lickitung. So opponent decided to switch into its second Pokemon, which is Alolan Marowak. Here I'm throwing Hydro Cannon because one Hydro Cannon is enough to KO Alolan Marowak. So Alolan Marowak decided to shield. So I thought that if I no shield this move, then Alolan Marowak might go for switch because after throwing that Shadow Bone, he would have just Alolan Marowak would have just thrown Bone Clubs to KO my Swampert. So that shield was good from my side because opponent's last Pokemon is Galvantula. So here I can throw Hydro Cannons. These Hydro Cannons do a lot of damage on Galvantula. You have seen earlier in this video, and I think I can survive this move. If I survive this move, I'll switch into my Galvantula because I can CMP tie against Lickitung in the end game, but Lickitung just got KO'd by my Galvantula's Volt Switch. I am throwing Lunge here as it will give attack debuff to opponent's Galvantula, so I can survive this lunge damage from opponent's Galvantula. So GG's to the opponent, nice battle, and let's get into the next battle where we have Shadow Ninetales versus Victreebel. So this is a good matchup for my Ninetales. Opponent decided to switch into Azumarill. I saw a lot of Azumarills with this team, which is good for me as which is good for my Galvantula, as my Galvantula loves to discharge them and get out of this matchup with some energy with a move loaded. And here I'm throwing Discharge, and it puts Azumarill really low because I over farmed in the beginning. So I'm shielding this move as well because these are my starting battles. I didn't know that Galvantula can. I was not hoping that Galvantula can survive a move or not. So I decided to shield because that was just a safe move, as I could have safely aligned my Ninetales on this Victreebel. Here I thought that since my Galv and Ninetales are good against Shadow Victreebel, so I should switch into my Ninetales, which was a mistake by me. And also that I thought that Overheat. If I wouldn't have thought that Overheat, then I could have gotten to 2 or maybe 3 Weather Balls, which would have gotten shield and also done some damage on this Crustle. So here Crustle wouldn't have this shield left. So right now I will have to throw 2 Hydro Cannons to KO this Crustle. So I'll throw this Hydro Cannon right away because I don't want Victreebel to catch this move. And I farmed down with a Victreebel with Mud Shot, and I can throw this Hydro Cannon safely now to KO this Crustle. So GG's to the opponent, nice battle. Let's get into the next battle where we have Alolan Ninetales versus Vigoroth. So this is a neutral matchup. I'll gain energy up to Overheat, up to an Overheat, and I will throw Weather Ball. I'll shield here, I think, because I don't want Vigoroth to farm down afterwards, so I want some health on my Ninetales. I'll throw this Weather Ball here. I know that this Weather Ball will not KO. I can get to Overheat and force Shield on Vigoroth, but now I cannot get to an Overheat because Vigoroth will just farm down my Ninetales. So I decided to throw this Weather Ball. Vigoroth decided to no shield, and I'll come in with Galvantula here because this energy will be good for me as because at the time I was doing these battles, there were a lot of players with Vigoroth lead, so I was banking on that. I was thinking that there will be a Tropius in the back or Noctowl or Pidgeot. So here is the flyer. Now don't do this, I think, because now Vigoroth is paired up with Vessel, which will be a bad news for your Galvantula unless you are using Venusaur if you want. So I'm throwing lunges because these lunges do a decent amount of damage, and those lunges are also applying attack debuffs, which helped my Swampert surviving Leaf Blade, and I threw a Hydro Cannon at that Tropius to KO it. I think I did that. I don't know. So here matchup is looking pretty tough for me. Because yeah, it is almost over. I'm throwing this discharge and trying to do some damage just to see that this is the amount of damage I could have done. So well played by opponent. GG's to opponent. So let's get into the next battle where we have Alolan Ninetales versus Pidgeot. So this is a decent matchup for both Pokemons, but a decent Pokemon matchup for my Ninetales because Pidgeot takes a lot of time to get to its moves, but its moves are also very scary. So here I have a lot of energy. I got attack debuffed, so I thought that throwing move is not ideal here, so I decided to switch into my Swampert. So opponent switched into his Greedent, so I'm throwing Hydro Cannon here because throwing Hydro Cannon is the way to go because you will need one EQ and one Hydro Cannon anyways, because EQ does a lot of damage but you can shot down Greedent, so you have to throw a Hydro Cannon. So I tried to get to this Hydro Cannon and I was able to get to it with 1 HP and a Dream on my shiny Swampert. This will get a shield, or it would have put this Pidgeot very low. I'm coming in with my Galvantula to get some energy on my Galvantula as well, because Pidgeot takes a lot of time to get to its moves. Opponent decided to switch into its last Pokemon, which is Vigoroth, so I'll throw this lunge to apply attack debuff, and I'll switch into my Ninetales to throw these Weather Balls. I decided to throw this Overheat because Vigoroth shielded my move and used his last shield. Boom, there goes Vigoroth. So Vigoroth has no shield, and now I can safely throw this Weather Ball. After having attack debuff, this Weather Ball wouldn't have KO'd this Pidgeot, but I can fire spin down this Pidgeot, and opponent decided to surrender. So GG's to the opponent. Next battle where we have Ninetales versus Vigoroth. So almost same thing. I'll shield first, body slam. These are, I think, starting battles. So I think something else could happen. So here opponent caught my Weather Ball on his Azumarill, which is not good for me as I wasted a Weather Ball worth of energy. So here I'm shielding this move and I'll throw a discharge, but I think that Azumarill can survive a discharge, so I'll gain energy up to 2 discharges. So now this discharge will KO this Azumarill, and I can throw this lunge on the upcoming mon, which I think is Vigoroth. So this lunge would have done a lot of damage. So Vigoroth opponent decided to use it first shield. So I'm not shielding here. because I thought that I can survive one body slam after that lunge debuff and could have gotten to a move, but Vigoroth decided to throw bulldoze, which stopped me from going from getting that move here. I decided to, I think I got opponent's last shield, and I don't know, I just didn't saw that, so I switched into my Swampert. So here matchup is looking decent as I can throw these two Hydro Cannons and KO this Noctowl. I think I only need two Hydro Cannons. So here I'm still throwing this Hydro Cannon right away because this is a CMP tie I was counting, and CMP tie just helps you that opponent couldn't get more farm, more energy, and here I didn't need it. Swampert has done its job, so I farm down that Noctowl with my Ninetales and can safely throw this Weather Wall to this Vigoroth. If Vigoroth would have moved, I would have shielded that, but opponent decided to try to get to two moves, which was not happening at that point because I had almost a Weather Wall ready. So GG's to the opponent. Next battle. And the final battle of this video, where we have Vigoroth lead as always. Opponent decided to switch into Noctowl, and I switched into my Galvantula, which is, I think, a decent situation for me. But in this matchup, I make some mistake because opponent is basically baiting out my flyer counter by using his own flyer, because I think that he has one more flyer as well. So I am throwing this discharge here, and now opponent's Vigoroth can come in and throw KO my Galvantula, which is not good for me. I have to no shield this move because I want to save shield for my Ninetales and Swampert. I'm coming in with my Swampert because I don't have energy on my Ninetales. If I would have energy, if I would have, I don't know the words. If my Ninetales would have had some energy, so I would have decided to come in with that. Opponent decided to switch, and I'm coming in with my Ninetales, and he's came in with his Pidgeot here. One gust snuck through, which was a mistake from my end, as I will be able to receive less energy, and I think it might be costly for me as I cannot get to move. I'm throwing another Weather Wall. This will not, this KOs the Pidgeot, and here I got to Weather Wall, which is decent, but Vigoroth has a shield and it can farm down my my Ninetales. So that's why I did not win this matchup. Well played by opponent, really well played, baiting out my electric type and winning the matchup in the end. That farm on Ninetales was the reason I was not able to win this matchup, but I wouldn't. But I think I couldn't have done anything else to win that matchup. I'll see what I can do just for the knowledge purposes. And this is the team, guys. So decent team. After this, I'm not. This is it for Summer Cup, as I will be uploading Great League content because I'm not feeling too good for Fighting Cup because I don't have Sneasel, some of those new Galarian Pokemons, and also that Ultra Beast. What was this name? His name Buzzwole. So I don't have those Pokemon, so I will not be. And also Galarian Zapdos. I don't have those Pokemon, so Fighting Cup is looking tough for me. I will be uploading Great League videos. So thanks everyone for watching, and smash that like button so that this video can spread to more people and I get some views, because these videos are getting less views. So that will be appreciated. That is appreciated. And subscribe that. Press that subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.